The site of Whitecombe Church has been in use since the Saxon period, and remnants of two Saxon crosses stand in the churchyard. The oldest part of the current church is the 12th century nave, with the addition of a 15th century chancel and a late 16th century two-story west tower. There was a church here as early as AD 966 when King Athelstan granted part of the endowment to Milton Abbey. The interior features some very fine medieval wall paintings on the north nave wall. The paintings include a figure of Saint Christopher carrying the Christ child, while nearby is a mermaid combing her hair. The mermaid figure is a mystery, perhaps she is trying to lure the scent astray? The head of Saint Christopher is beautifully preserved, though the lower part of the figure is more faded. The Christ child holds an orb of the world in his left hand and his right hand is raised in blessing. In the background you can make out a riverbank and a series of buildings on the far bank. The painting has been dated on stylistic grounds to the second quarter of the 15th century, 1425 to 1450. They were hidden under layers of paint for centuries and only rediscovered during restoration work in 1912. In the northwest corner of the nave is a series of paintings imitating a stone arcade, perhaps meant to look like an altar screen with 7 arches in decorated Gothic style. Inside the central arch is a consecration cross, and there is another painted cross in a windowsplay on the same wall. The other major historic feature at Whitecombe is the Purbeck marble font, carved around 1300. The font is rather oddly set against the tower arch and consists of an octagonal bowl with blind arcading set upon 4 pillars around a central stem. Under the tower, all on its own, stands the Jacobean pulpit. There are several fragments of stone with traditional Celtic interlace carving, set into the block north doorway. The narrow doorway has a typical early Norman round-headed opening. Set into the north wall by the chancel entry are the remains of a spiral rood stair. Whitecombe Church has strong associations with the poet William Barnes, who popularized writing in the distinct Dorset dialect. Barnes preached his first and last sermon at Whitecombe, the latter when he was rector of Winterbourne Came. The restoration of Whitecombe's church was done in his honor. Barnes is buried at Winterbourne Came Church, but there is a dedication stone in his name upon the wall. The church is no longer used for regular services and is cared for by the church's Conservation Trust.